Very good morning. In the previous videos, we have seen how the function can be defined and how the function can be called in Python, whereas we don't have any function declarations as like the other programming languages. Fine. So, in this video, we are going to see the arguments. So here is my the blank file. So where we are going to see how the arguments can be used, and the IDE which I have used here is PyCharm. PyCharm, it's another IDE which is very helpful for doing projects. Like idle, you can also work with PyCharm. Okay, we have a separate video about the PyCharm and how to use PyCharm and what are the benefits of using PyCharm, that we'll see. Alright, now coming to the function arguments. What are the different types of arguments that we have? Yeah, the first one is the required arguments. Then the second one is keyword argument, and third one is default argument, and fourth one variable length excuse me argument. These are the four kinds of arguments that can be passed from a function call to the function definition. Let's have an example. Let's start with the first type, required argument. What does that required argument will do and how it can be used? Say let's define a function, define anything, a function named display, and colon is very important. Okay, and here the function argument, what I'm doing is a comma p. Okay, yes. So I'm going to print when, okay, the print, sorry, to print the value of a is comma a, and second I'm going to print the value of p. Yeah, so I have printed now. Yeah, done. So now I'm going to call the function display. Display is the name of the function, and here is very important. This is the place where we are going to pass the argument. So I'm going to pass the value for the argument, say 10 comma 20. All right, yeah. So now I'm going to, so what I'm doing is simply I have defined a simple function display, and with the arguments, two argument, and the same I am going to print, and I have passed the two arguments in the function call. Let's check how it works. Yeah, sorry, it's defined, display is not defined. Yeah, I think it's a spelling mistake, sorry. And here it is display, and the function call, the name should be very exactly the same as everyone knows. That's a simple mistake which I've did. I'm sorry. Yeah, here we go. So here we have the output. The number of arguments, we have the two arguments. The value of 10 is being assigned to A, and the value of 20 has been assigned to B. So this is how we can pass argument. Okay, the required argument. So what is the difference? You know what? Here the two things has to be considered in required argument. The first one, the number of arguments should be very equal, and second one, the position of that arguments is very important. Yeah, say for example, here in the following example, the value of 10 is assigned to A, and value 20, the second value is assigned to B. Say for example, if I'm changing it, yeah, so now the value is changed. So the value is assigned only based on the position. Yeah, so what is the position I have for A and B? So the position is very important. All right, yeah. If you keep changing the position, the value will also be changing. So these things are to be considered. So this is what we call as the required argument. And second one, the second type is keyword argument. So what is that keyword argument? Say I want to assign only the exact value. Say for example, I want to assign the 10 for A and 20 for B. Okay, so in that case what I can do here is but I have changed the positions here. as you have seen in the, as you have known very well. Yeah. So what I can do is, if I want to assign 20 to B, just do like this, A equal to 10. Yeah. So now you see the values assigned. And what we mean here is, what is the name of the variable that we are passing in the function, I mean the function call. Okay. So this is what we call as the keyword argument. You can pass the values from the keyword itself by using the keyword. Here the position doesn't matter. So in keyword argument, one thing, two things are to be considered. The number of the arguments must be equal. Okay. And the position, it doesn't matter in keyword, whereas in required argument the position matters. So these are the two differences between the required argument and the keyword argument. Okay, fine. Say for example, if I have I mean the number, say like B comma C, I am assigning a third value. So what will happen? So look here, we'll have an error. So it shows that the display has got an unexpected keyword argument, because it is not expected, because the number of arguments should be very strict in the definition. If I have defined, say like, if I define the C here, okay, so print, I'm saying print C. Yeah, look here, fine, it's not a problem. So what I'm coming to say is, the number of arguments must be equal always, both in the function definition and the function call. That is very important for the required argument and the keyword argument. Fine. So next we will see about the default argument. So what is that default argument? Yeah, fine. Let's have another definition, I mean another function. Okay, default argument, say like cars. Okay, cars, that's the name of the function, right? And name, I can get the name of the car and the capacity of the car, right? Yes, comma name. Okay, then print, I'm making a call. What's the name function name? Cars. And here comes the argument, the number of arguments has to be passed. Okay, the name of the car is maybe anything, what else, Ferrari. No, let's have our own cars, Civic. Okay, and what is that capacity? I mean 1800 cc, so that is the cubic capacity. Okay, look here, fine, the name of the car is Civic, the cubic capacity of the car is 1800 cc. Okay, so this is how I pass the argument. So what is the meaning of the default argument? Okay, so look here, by default, say in some cases the user may not know the size of the argument, so and the order of the argument is not possible. Okay, so what are the number of arguments that we have defined in the function, that may not be unaware for the users, from the user's perspective. Okay, say for example, you know what, again I'm calling, I'm getting another one. Okay, here the I mean the user is printing only the name of the car alone. Okay, so here I don't have anything. So here it shows me an error, because I have the required the positional argument capacity, because the capacity, I mean the value for the argument, the second argument capacity is not been assigned. In such cases what I can do is, I can have the default value. Yes, to get my point? Yeah, by default, if the user has missed out providing some information, yeah, therefore the argument, without knowing the number of arguments that has been defined in the function, in such cases the default value what we have defined in the function definition, that will be considered, that will be taken, and that is what we call it the default argument, that will be taken for a default consideration. Fine, that's all about the default argument. And the fourth type we'll see about the variable length argument. So what is that variable length argument? We'll see with the example. Okay, I'm defining anything, maybe same cars, you can define the same cars. Yeah, what I want to do is name of the car. Okay, so with this, whoa, yes, print name, right? Cars, sorry, cars, and here I am printing name of the car, Civic here. Yes, the name of the car is printed here. Say I want to pass another name, a card. Ah, I want to pass another name, includes Ferrari. Ferrari. Sorry, I'm wrong with the spelling. Ferrari. So the positional argument takes only one. Okay, the cars is a definition. I mean the function name of the function can take one positional argument, but three were given. Means it cannot handle the three more values. The three more values that can be assigned for one variable. That is not possible. But that is what we call as the variable length argument. So in such cases, one variable is supposed to handle too many values. So what could be the possibility? Yeah, just what we have to do here is just prefix a star here, star name. All right, yeah. And if you go with that stars, you cannot print that names one by one. So for that, we need to go for the for loop for I in cars. Yeah, colon, and print I. That's all. So now let's see the output here. Sorry, I mean the error expected in an intended block. So I mean, yeah, fine. We are right. Sorry, the block indentation. That's what we repeatedly say, that indentation is very important here, because I am printing this print I within the for loop. Yeah. Now look at here. What's wrong? Name. Yes. This is how we print the variable length arguments, meaning one variable can possibly handle n number of values that can be assigned. Yeah. So that is what we call as the variable length arguments. So these are the four different types of arguments which we have seen. That's all about the different types of arguments that can be passed in a function call to the function definition. Thank you. If you like this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. If you have any doubts, please pass your doubts in the comment section. Thank you. See you again.